Hello again, this is Matt from the IELTSteacher.com, and we're going to continue with our course today on Mastering IELTS Writing Task 2. And in today's lecture we're going to look at some common misconceptions which some candidates have about the IELTS writing exam. So 3 harmful myths about how to approach the Task 2 essay. So let's start with myth number 1. Some people say that you must write at least 300 words if you want to score the higher bands, so like bands 7 to 9. But because time is your most crucial resource in the test, you cannot waste the 40 minutes that you have. As a result, you need to be writing less than 300 words. Anything more than 300 words is a waste of time. You can meet all of the task requirements within 250 words. So essentially, you can score a band 9 with 250 words if your writing is of a high enough quality. So don't feel like you need to be writing a huge long essay. Once you reach 250 words, the quality is much more important than the quantity. Reach those 250 words. Anything under 250, you're not addressing the task requirements, but once you reach it, don't worry. That will give you time at the end of the essay as well to check your work, and it's that time which can be the difference between a 6.5 and a 7, between a 7 and a 7.5. So having time left over is much more important. So myth number 2. Always include your opinion. Now, while we often need to include our opinion in task 2, there are some essays in which you should not give your opinion. It's not necessary. Have a look at this question here. These days, more and more people are going to other countries for significant periods of time, either to find a job or to study. There are clearly many benefits to doing this, but people who live abroad can also face some difficulties. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages of living in a foreign country. So, in the question above, where are you asked to give your opinion? That's right. You're not asked to give your opinion anywhere. It's nowhere in the question. So you do not need to include an opinion in the introduction. If you do include an opinion in the introduction or in the body, then you are going to lose marks for task response. If you feel compelled to include an opinion, leave it for the conclusion. You could probably, it would probably be okay to write it in there, but don't waste time talking about things which are not in the task requirements. And finally, the third myth, some people believe that the introduction is the most important paragraph. Now, all the paragraphs are important, of course, and the introduction is a very important paragraph because it's a first impression that you give to the examiner. A strong start will result in an impressed examiner. However, it's not the most important. The most important part of the essay is in the body. So you should not waste time trying to create the perfect introduction. As we have over there in the little picture, just keep calm and write something. Don't spend ages, mulling over ideas in your head. Just start writing once you have an idea about what you want to write. So in a later lecture, we'll learn how to write really fast introductions. Notice that fast does not mean sloppy or inaccurate. It just means fast and in a way that addresses the task requirements. As I mentioned, this is because the body of the essay, the place where you develop your ideas, is far more important. So that's 3 common myths about the IELTS Writing Task 2 test dispelled. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. And if you would like your writing corrected, remember that you can always go to the IELTSteacher.com/writing-corrections, and a professional teacher will be happy to correct your work for you there. Okay, see you in the next lecture.